Yo, how's it going, everyone? This is Mitchell Mander here, and, wow. What an episode. What an episode 132 was of Pokemon Journeys. He did it. Ash did it. He finally did it. There's no more doubts. No more doubting our boy. He did it. He defeated Leon. Ash is the strongest trainer in the world now. Well, at least for now. Who knows if someone else can step up to him, but he did it. And my goodness, I'm just blown away by this episode. There's a lot to say, so I think we should go ahead and start the review. Now, last week's episode, Eternatus broke out because of the, breaking of dimensions that were going on in the previous episode with Gigantamax Charizard and Z-Move Pikachu clashing. And turns out Eternatus is here to save the day, but also grants Ash and Leon another chance to use Gigantamax, or Dynamax, excuse me. Well, at least in Leon's case. In Ash's case, he's Dynamaxing Pikachu for the first time since episode 13. Would have liked to see this, would have liked to have seen this more in the series. But it's okay. So we get Gigantamax Cinderace versus Gigantamax Pikachu, I suppose, or Chunkachu. And this exchange was very brief. Probably the only lame moment in this entire battle, if I'm being completely honest, because, Pikachu just one-shots Cinderace, and, that's it. Cinderace took no damage, and it just took one hit here and went down. So, if there was one flaw this episode had, it was this moment, just because Cinderace kind of went down like a chump. But my goodness, the rest of this episode was a flawless 10 out of 10 masterpiece. Like, everything that was done here is what I want the Pokemon series to be like. Obviously, they can't be like this every single week. It can't look this good every single week. But my goodness, this was one of the best looking battles in the entire series. If not the best looking battle in the entire series. They went all out for this one. Pikachu versus Charizard was just like a sight to behold. Like, the back and forth exchange and the amount of tension that went into this final bout here was just insane. And not only that, we got a bunch of cameos. We have Misty watching the battle, which was awesome. This is what I was looking to see what would happen if this would happen. Excuse me. We got frickin' May and Max, and they're with Serena and Licia. What? Silent and Brock are together, which I thought was kind of interesting. They're with Alexa, I believe. That's her name. Viola's sister. I thought that was kind of a weird combination of characters there, but oh well. But yeah, all of Ash's companions in the prior series cameoed throughout this battle, so that was really cool to see. But yeah, the clash between Pikachu and Charizard was just amazing, and there was a lot of tension because there were moments where you thought, oh boy, Pikachu's gonna lose, Pikachu's just gonna lose. And it gets to a point later in the episode where Pikachu does indeed fall over. And you're like, oh my gosh, it's over. Ash lost. And for a second there, I'm like, really? This is how it's going to go down? But then the anime just does something that just completely subverted my expectations. They actually showcase all of Ash's previous Pokemon. It almost looked like Pikachu was like in purgatory or something like that, but they all come back, I guess, and go to cheer on Pikachu, like all of Ash's Pokemon from his entire journey. Like Butterfree and Pidgeot literally shown up here. They were there. Like, that blew my mind. I figured that the anime forgot about them, but oh my gosh. They cameoed. And it's almost like they're basically sending Pikachu their energy, like everybody. All of Ash's former companions, all of his Pokemon from the entire time that he's been on his journey, they seemingly lend their energy to Pikachu, who literally gets like a Super Saiyan transformation. And then there's one final clash, in which it just cuts out because they're clashing, and then it goes to Pikachu basically waking up in the Pokemon Center at the Wyndon Stadium. So you're thinking, oh crap, Ash ended up losing anyways. But no. It turns out that Pikachu pulled through, knocking out Charizard, who falls over, and as a result, Leon, the #1 undefeated trainer in the world, has finally tasted defeat as our boy Ash Ketchum wins the Masters 8 tournament. My goodness. And then just like with the Alola League, except with no interruptions now, Ash gets his trophy, which is a bigger trophy than the Alola League trophy, to the point where Ash is actually struggling to hold it. And yeah, this is just incredible. This is just, like, my mind is blown. Like, as you can tell just by how I'm talking right now, like, I'm shaking. I woke up extra early for this episode review to do this. Wasn't sure what I was going to expect out of this episode, but my goodness. Our boy did it. And as the episode draws to an end, Ash gets a call from Go, who also was actually watching the Masters 8 battle. I still think he should have been here for this moment. It kind of feels kind of awkward for him to basically be taken out of the picture here, but I'm glad to see that he was watching the battle after all. So I guess we'll see if Go manages to capture Mew or have some success towards his goal, which we'll find out in 2 weeks. So that's pretty much where the episode comes to an end. Okay, so besides Cinderace going down, that's probably the only thing about this episode that I didn't like. The rest of this episode is a flawless masterpiece. I will say, though, that seeing Gigantamax Cinderace here and not like Gigantamax Inteleon, that's like a huge wasted opportunity, just because, in my opinion, Gigantamax Inteleon is the coolest looking one out of the 3 Gigantamax forms for the starters, for the final evolutions of the starters from Sword and Shield. But I guess we'll take Cinderace Gigantamax in here. But yeah, the only lame part in this battle. The rest is just amazing. There's nothing really much else I can say here. The back and forth between Pikachu, the animation in this episode, they just went all out for it. So I guess there was a reason why we had so many recap episodes and breaks and stuff like that. We actually got an episode that was worth all the time spent to get to this point, and all the breaks, all the recaps. Yeah, we didn't like them. They weren't great, but look what we got at the end. So, yeah. This episode was amazing. And I'm going to be completely honest, I don't have anything else to say. Even though I wasn't a big fan of Cinderace versus Pikachu at the beginning, this episode gets a 10 out of 10 for me. Maybe a 9.5, but yeah, this episode was just, like, incredible. Like, this, I wish Pokemon was like this all the time. So, if they decide to do a Scarlet and Violet series, or if this is actually happening, then I want it to go seasonal. If it's going to look like this. Like, not every single week, but, like, the quality is just consistent. Like, if we could get, like, a seasonal Pokemon anime that looked like this, oh my goodness gracious. I'd be all for it. But yeah, guys, what are your thoughts? Post your thoughts in the comment section down below. What do you think about this final exchange and this final episode for the Masters 8 tournament? Did you love it? Did you hate it? If you hated it, can you please tell me why? Because, yeah, this episode was incredible in my opinion. I don't think it completely makes up for the Masters 8 tournament, but it is a satisfying conclusion to this tournament arc. I'll just say that. But let me know what your guys' thoughts in the comment section down below. And yeah, be sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. And guys, have a good day or night wherever you're at. And I will see you all later. Bye. And congratulations to Ash Ketchum for winning the Masters 8 tournament and becoming the strongest trainer in the world. 25 years in the making, folks. See ya.